Hi students, welcome back to Google Classroom of Sri Gokulam Public School, Guruvayur. I hope all of you are fine. In the last section, we have discussed about joint Hindu family business. Hope you learned that portions. Let us now discuss about another form of business organization, that is partnership. Partnership form of business organization has evolved to overcome the limitations of sole proprietorship.
Then, the partnership form of business organization in India is governed by the Indian Partnership Act 1932, which defines partnership as the relation between persons who have agreed to share the profit of the business carried on by all or any one of them acting for all. Based on the definition of partnership, let's discuss about the main features of partnership. The first one is formation. Partnership form of business organization comes into existence through a legal agreement wherein the terms and conditions governing the relationship among the partners, sharing of profit and losses, and the manner of conducting the business are specified. It may be pointed out that the business must be lawful and it run with the motive of profit. While two people coming together for charitable purposes will not constitute a partnership. Another important feature of partnership is unlimited liability. Each partner is personally and individually liable for all partnership liabilities. Creditors' claims attach first to partnership assets. If insufficient assets in partnership, claims then attach to the personal resources of any partner, irrespective of that partner's capital equity in the company. And the next feature is risk bearing. The partners bear the risk involved in running a business as a team. The reward comes in the form of profits, which are shared by partners in an agreed ratio. However, they also share losses in the same ratio in the event of the firm incurring losses. That means there must be an agreement among the partners to share profit and losses of the partnership firm. And the next feature is decision making and control. The partners share amongst themselves the responsibility of decision making and control of day-to-day activities. Thus, the activities of a partnership firm are managed through the joint efforts of all the partners. That means, in partnership firm, each partner has a right to take part in the management of the business. Besides, all major decisions are taken in consultation with the consent of all partners. Another feature of partnership is continuity. Partnership is characterized by lack of continuity of business. Since the death, retirement, insolvency or insanity of any partner can bring an end to the business. That means legally partnership comes to an end when any partner retires, dies or becomes insolvent. However, if the remaining partners want to continue the business in the same name, they can do it after settling the claims of the concerned partner. And the next feature of partnership is number of partners. The minimum number of partners needed to start a partnership firm is 2. As per the Rule 10 of the Companies Rules 2014, at present the maximum number of members can be 50. If the number exceeds the above limit, the partnership becomes illegal and the relationship among them cannot be called partnership. And the last feature of partnership is mutual agency. There is mutual agency relationship among the partners. Thus, each partner acts as a principal as well as an agent. It implies that what a partner does in the course of business operation, other partners are bound by this. including the partners who may not be participating in business affairs. That means when a partner deals with other parties, he acts as an agent of other partners, and at the same time, the other partners become the principal. So these are the main features of partnership form of business organization. Now let's discuss about the main merits of partnership. The first one is ease of formation and closure. A partnership firm can be formed easily by putting an agreement between the prospective partners into place, whereby they agree to carry out the business of the firm and share risk. That means partnership can be formed easily without many legal formalities, since it is not compulsory to get the firm registered. A simple agreement, either in written or oral, are sufficient to create a partnership firm. Closure of the firm too is an easy task. And the next merit of partnership is balanced decision making. The partners can oversee different functions according to their areas of expertise, because an individual is not forced to handle different activities. Besides, all major decisions are taken in consultation with the consent of all partners. As a consequence, decisions are likely to be more balanced. Another important merit of partnership is more funds. As compared to sole proprietorship and Hindu undivided family business, the financial resources of a partnership are larger because of capital contribution from many partners. And the next merit of partnership is sharing of risk. Risk of business is shared by partners together. This feature results in taking more risky business too, with a calculated degree of risk. This reduces the anxiety, burden, and stress on individual partners. And at the same time, this also helps them to enter into an innovative business. And the last merit of partnership is secrecy. A partnership firm is not legally required to publish its accounts and submit its reports. Hence, it is able to maintain confidentiality of information relating to its operations. So these are the main merits of partnership form of business organization. So students, I hope you understood the main merits of partnership form of business organization. Like that of merits, a partnership firm also suffers from certain limitations. So let's discuss about the main limitations of partnership. The most important drawback of partnership firm is unlimited liability. In a partnership firm, all the partners are liable jointly and individually for all debts and obligations of the firm to an unlimited extent. That means their personal property can also be utilized for payment of firm's liabilities. And the next limitation is limited resources. There is a restriction on the number of partners, and hence contribution in terms of capital investment is usually not sufficient to support large-scale business operations. And the next limitation of partnership is possibility of conflicts. There is very high possibility of conflicts among the partners. Difference in opinion on some issues may lead to disputes between partners. Further, the decisions of one partner are binding on other partners. Thus, an unwise decision by someone may result in financial ruin for all others. And the next limitation is lack of continuity. Partnership is characterized by lack of continuity of business, since the death, retirement, insolvency or insanity of any partner can bring an end to the business. And the last limitation of partnership is lack of public confidence. A partnership firm enjoys less public confidence because of lack of legal restrictions on the formation and operation of the firm. Thus, people do not know about what is happening inside and do not develop confidence in the firm. So, these are the main limitations of partnership form of business organization. So, students, let's conclude today's session by recollecting important topics. Today, at first we discussed about the definition of partnership. Partnership is the relation between persons who have agreed to share the profit of the business carried on by all or any one of them, acting for all. Then we discussed about features, merits and demerits of partnership. The main merits of partnership are ease of formation and closure, balanced decision making, larger financial resources, sharing of risk, and secrecy of information. And the main limitations of partnership are unlimited liability of partners, limited financial resources, possibility of conflicts among the partners, lack of continuity of business, and less public confidence.
So students, I hope all of you understood the concept clearly. And please note that the notes of the lesson and test paper are also attached along with the class. Make use of these available materials. Study well and attempt the test paper without fail. That's all for today. Thank you.